Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Leos, this is going to be your Mars and Aries reading. Now, Mars entered Aries back on June 27th and it will stay here until January 6th of 2021. So this is an exceptionally long time for the planet of passion and drive to be spending in its home sign of Aries. Now, part of this is because it's going to go retrograde on September 9th through November 13th. So we have to be aware that during that time we might feel our efforts suddenly stall or we run into conflict and frustrations. But we're going to deal with that. We're going to cross that bridge when we get there. So Mars is a powerful planet of passion and drive. When it's in Aries, we're gonna see a great deal of momentum build, and our lives are gonna be pumped full of energy. And now that Mercury has gone direct, we can harness this energy to burn brightly, pursue personal goals, ambitions, and independence. But it's really important that we also pay attention to the fact that there's a lot of aggressive energy that's going to push us to go after who or what we want, which can be a good thing, but we're going to do it in an impulsive way without thinking twice. Okay, so it may help us, to put a little extra thought into certain things. So let's go ahead and jump into this reading. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that Leo needs to hear for this Mars in Aries reading. Now, you guys will also note I do have the Emperor, the major arcana card here, just to oversee and to bring a little bit more authority to these messages. Messages for Leo. Just a reminder, if you guys like any of the decks that I use in this reading, I have them linked down below. Nice. I like it. All right, overall message or overall energy is the Four of Swords. This is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. The Four of Swords is about healing. It's about taking a time out. Leos, have you been overdoing it? Where? Where do you need to pull back? Where do you need to take care of you a little bit more? All right, because I know you guys are passionate and you're going to really feel this Mars energy, but you have to make sure that you don't burn really brightly and then burn out. Okay, so you guys are showing up as the Ace of Cups in reverse. So this is that burnout. This is having everything flow out and not enough in. So some of you guys are going to be working too hard. Some of you guys are going to be putting in so much, so many long hours in a project, in a job, in a relationship, whatever it might be, and burning the candle at both ends. And Spirit's really, really giving my Leos a warning here. You're going to feel this fire energy. You're going to embrace it and you're going to go full force. Please build in rest periods for yourself. It is imperative. It is necessary. Now, in your surroundings, you guys have the Hanged Man in reverse. You guys are going to be getting lots of downloads, spiritual downloads. Probably, this eclipse season also brought us a lot of upgrades to our psychic abilities, opening up the crown chakra. All of that's going to come really into play during this Mars and Aries period. Now, Mars entered Aries and it was back on the 27th, so it was before this final eclipse that we had with the full moon in Capricorn. So again, some of you guys are really getting upgrades to that psychic ability, to those psychic abilities. I'm sorry, I can't speak. And also to the crown chakra, so your intuition is going to be running at an all-time high. Some of you guys are going to healers and light workers, energy workers, and you have had this major upgrade, but Spirit's saying, okay, when it's like when you get a new toy, you don't want to wear it all out in the first couple of days. Like, you want to make it last, and so you also need to Build in like a slow, build in rest periods for yourself so you don't burn it out. And I know you're really excited to use these new gifts and to put this information into practice. But again, the message, take it slow. What's blocking you is the King of Coins. This could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could also be capital, and it could also be your health. Some of you might be recovering from an illness. It could be COVID. It could be something else. And I'm really getting here like you need to rest. Some of you guys have started to feel better, and the course of this virus, you know, once you get over the first hump, the first difficult bit, you start to feel better. Maybe you go back to work, or you start to go out, or you dance, or you do whatever, and then boom, it hits you again really hard. So it's really important for you that you don't like jump the gun. Even if you are chomping at the bit, Leo, really put your health and your well-being first. For some of you, it's about your psychic abilities. It's about your business. It's about, it's about your fitness regimen. You've realized that there are certain things that you have to change, and you're doing that. But it's again, we've just come out of Mercury in retrograde. With Mars, and I believe Mars rules muscles. So it's important with this energy for those of you who are starting a new fitness regime or diet that you don't go too extreme to your own detriment or to your health. Build it up slowly. First start out with stretching and a gentle walk. Okay, then you can move up to jogging, and then you can, go into full-on marathons. But don't just, if you haven't exercised in a long time, or if you have an injury, just take it really slow. That's the message I'm getting here. Now, what's subconsciously affecting this situation is the Chariot, Cancer energy. Yeah, there will be success. There is movement forward. It just might not be that powerful push that you want it to be. You are so supported by this Mars energy, this courage and this strength. But Leo, you already have that. So when I'm getting this, like, it's going to be like a blowtorch, okay, of like passion and desire and movement forward. And you have to be really careful that you don't get burned, okay? Some of you have been paying too much attention to the material, to the 3D stuff, to the everyday, the mundane, the banal. And Spirit's really saying here with this Chariot card, it's now important that you really pay attention to the spiritual, the mystical side of this journey. In your recent past, you have the Page of Swords. This is in reverse. This is gossipy energy. This is somebody who also, it could be somebody that was spying on you. You are getting pages coming out as well. So some of you might have children, and this might have to do with your children. The Page of Swords energy in reverse is somebody who might feel a little bit confused. You might have been, somebody might have been talking to you, and they might have said things that you really didn't like, and it might have come out in a really, really harsh way, and it might have done damage. For some of you, this is going back to your childhood. And now as you're getting older and you're on this journey, you're realizing it wasn't your fault, that, you forgive your parents for, they were dealing with their own issues, and maybe, the way that they treated you wasn't necessarily bad, but it was a reflection of what was going on within them. Okay, so that's a very specific message that just came through for someone about childhood. But for others of you, this is about sort of being confused. This is about, feeling like you've bitten off more than you can chew, and that creating a little bit of hesitation for you, being a little bit afraid to get back out there, okay? But this is in the past, and this is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. What's coming in from above is love, is the Page of Cups. He's offering you this cup, but he's also showing you that this cup is empty, and you cannot go forward, okay? You cannot make it sing if it's completely empty, right? You have to at least wet the rim. And so he's really, like, I'm really getting this message here for you guys, Leos, that you need to refill your cup. You are capable of love. You deserve love. This new beginning, something you're emotionally attached to, it's coming, right? Because we get the Fool, and it's full of promise. But if it gets here and you haven't healed, or you're burned out, you're not going to be able to really take advantage of this opportunity, and we don't want you to miss it. Okay? Wow, interesting. All right, additional messages for my Leos. Some of you guys are really thinking about love and a new beginning, a new start with somebody. It's coming, but you need to make sure that you're up for it. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. So I'm just getting, don't burn yourselves out, Leo. Don't burn yourselves out. Yeah, look at that. You guys, this is double confirmation of the Chariot card. Beautiful. Some of you have heavy Cancer in your chart. You might be Leo Cancer cuspers. Some of you might be dealing with a Cancer, but this is beautiful. This is glory. This is success. This is you taking your past experiences and using it and turning it into wisdom, not making the same mistakes. And wow, it's a powerful card of ascension. 77. This is the path of the mystic. This is the, you know, the yogi, the healer. Some of you guys are on a very spiritual journey, or again, you had these major psychic upgrades and these energetic upgrades that you will be able to use to help others, right? But we get the moon card, number 18. Okay, so again, your intuition, more Cancer energy for me as a reader, or Pisces, so lots of water signs, but also you cutting through deception, okay? And and you might feel like you've gone through a period of depression, you know, maybe even like craziness, a little bit of euphoria as well, I'm getting. Some of you may have or be experiencing that. And a lot of it might come from eclipse season, which we're coming off of. And again, Mars entered Aries on the 27th of June. So we still hadn't, you know, that was before, like about a week before we went through that final eclipse and that cathartic release. So there's something here that's really important. I really do feel like it's that Capricorn Cancer axis, which was, you know, all about being really hard on ourselves. And we've moved out of this energy with that final eclipse in the full moon in Capricorn. You know, I feel like this moon card is really, it's giving me a lot of information, but telling me about how, you know, Leos, you were pushing it. You were really hard on yourselves, this drive, this push forward, that Capricorn energy. And, you know, you cannot keep up that pace. Okay, because you'll burn out and you won't get what's coming to you, which is beautiful. It's a beautiful new beginning. And for a lot of you, it's in love. For some of you, it's in business and abundance, healing. All right, look at that. You get double confirmation of the Fool. So Leo, you guys have some major new beginnings coming towards you. Major new beginnings. Beautiful. So you have double confirmation of the Chariot card and the Fool. Powerful new beginning. It's the beginning you want. And this Mars and Aries energy is going to be that, is the petrol, is the gasoline that you need to get this puppy going. Wow. All right. And look at that. Look at that. Balance, spiritual union. Some of you guys, this is soulmate energy. Bottom of the deck, use your intuition, but you get 22, the master builder number, building through perseverance. But remember, I just keep hearing, but you have to take it easy. You need to take breaks because you don't want to miss this. You don't want to be too tired. You don't want to take a nap when, you know, this opportunity arises, or when this person, you know, knocks at your door or what have you. So I mean, I don't think that's going to happen, but, you know, this really nice energy for you guys, Leos. All right, look at that. You get the element of air. I'm going to read from the book. This is the Barbieri Zodiac Oracle, and the messages are just so poignant. All right, and then we get Scorpio. Ooh, death and rebirth. So some of you, this is a new beginning and something that's quote unquote old, right? All right, so let's take a look at the element of air. Some of you might have heavy air in your chart, or you might be dealing with an air sign. Again, the Four of Swords is your overall energy. But the element of air is crisp, ethereal, and decisive. The energy of air fuels the winds of truth and whispers grand insights. Again, there's that crown chakra upgrade and upgrade to your abilities that I was talking about with the eclipse energy that we just went through. Clarity and truth are supported by rationality, reason, common sense, and logic. Air energy breaks stalemates and stagnation through wise decision-making and mutual understanding. Bring the quality of air to a situation by seeing things as clearly and objectively as possible. Focus on the facts and not the stories we like to attach to the facts. Truth, calm, communication, comprehending the points of views of others, and promoting understanding of all sides. Okay, nice. And then we get Scorpio. So Scorpio is a fixed water sign, okay, just like Leo is fixed. And the key phrase is, I create. And do we ever see that? We see you creating, using your will, using your life experience, using your love. The mysterious energy of water takes on the fixed quality of intensity to suggest a determined quest to unearth the truth. The key phrase, and look at that, and we have this moon card, which can sometimes represent deception. So here you are unearthing the truth. The key phrase, I create, plays out as a motivation to create reality based on hand-picked truths. In this situation, ask, what is the truth behind the facade? Things are not always what they seem. I love that this comes out here with the moon card. So again, this is you stepping into this power, into this energy of figuring out, cutting through any deception, taking off masks, okay? The energy of Scorpio is alluring and powerful and can be dangerous when pursued for its own sake rather than as a means to a healthy and balanced end. Avoid using your powers for evil. Yeah, because also Leo, you guys, with this fire energy, with Mars in Aries, you guys in your sister sign, this is going to give you like strength only matched by other fire signs. So if you're dealing with earth, if you're dealing with water, okay, whatever it is, it is also to, make sure that you're not too strong so that you don't get so nobody here gets burned, right? All right, let's go ahead and pull a final card. So I chose to use the Goddesses and Sirens deck. It's feminine energy, but it's fierce. And I feel like it was the only deck that could match this fiery, masculine Aries energy. Let's go ahead and see what final messages we have for my dear Leos. And my Leos, for some of you guys, this is just coming into union or bringing balance back into a relationship that may have been going through some upheaval. Okay. And you get the Sirens, temptation. Ooh-wee. All right, let's go ahead and see what messages the Sirens bring us. The Sirens with Scorpio is there's a lot of sexual tension and sex energy in this reading. Some of you guys that you have been doing sexual healing, or that's what's coming to you, but that's just for a few of you. All right, so the Sirens, you may be tempted to stray from your goal or your intention. You may receive an offer that is difficult to refuse. Do not underestimate your ability to attract people to your cause. The Sirens were originally 3 young companions of the goddess Persephone. They played games with Persephone and sang to her with their sweet voices until she disappeared. Frightened and unsure of exactly what happened, they were enlisted by Persephone's grieving mother Demeter, who gave them wings in the bodies of birds so that they could travel around the world more easily to look for their friend. I'm also getting, with Scorpio is represented by the eagle on the Wheel of Fortune, on the wheel card. And I love that. I love this energy. I really feel like some of you are dealing with a Scorpio, have heavy Scorpio in your chart, and it is about the death and the rebirth. This might be your own rebirth, birthing a new age, a new you, new values. For some of you, it's rebirthing a relationship, maybe even a job, something along those lines. And some of you guys are recovering from illness too. That's what I'm picking up on. Eventually, they forgot their mission and made their home on the flowery island of Anthemois. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. So legend has it that Demeter became angry at the way they gave up looking for Persephone. Not only did she not change them back to maidens, she also cursed them so that anyone who heard their song would be lured to them, and the Sirens would have the urge to kill the person. So these lovely yet deadly women sat on the cliffs by the sea. And I feel like Leo, especially my feminine Leos, my female Leos out there, or, you don't even have to be female, but the feminine, more feminine energy Leos, that you guys are this sort of like deadly vixen energy. like lovely yet deadly. And I think you're going to realize and you can harness that power, but Spirit's saying to temper that as well. So these lovely yet deadly women sat on the cliffs by the sea, singing their dangerous songs, luring any man who happened to hear them to his death. So anyway, there's a lot more about this. You guys can take a look at, the sirens. But when we feel tempted, it's worth taking some time to think about where this temptation is leading us. And some of you might be tempted to not stop and to push and to push and to push. And the overall message here is you need to take a break. All right. And because the more you push, it sends out an energy of lack or desperation. Okay. And Spirit and your guides, they want you to receive everything that this beautiful new beginning is going to bless you with. We can feel swept away by temptation, and we often don't make time to think things out rationally, right? And especially this impulsive energy of Mars and Aries, it's important, Leo, that you try to be more rational. By all means, you should feel empowered and inspired, but pause a little to make sure that you're being drawn towards something that will benefit you. All right, so that's a lovely message. There's some beautiful, beautiful synchronicities in this reading. There are beautiful new beginnings coming to you in love and abundance. And your strength is really unmatched here, Leo. So, you should feel good, but do know when it's time to call it or when it's time to pull back and to refill your cup. The Page of Cups there is offering you this cup, and he's saying, I want to fill this cup. But if your cup is empty, how are we going to do that? Right? So I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell, and most of all, I want to thank you for all your love and support, and I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.